Live a life that is worthy of emulation. Live a life that can attract somebody. Do you desire to be fruitful? The qualification for fruitfulness is that you must abide in him. Settle. When men shall say there is a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. Don't tell me about the number of the troubles. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't tell me about the number of the trouble. Don't tell me about the challenges facing you. Don't tell me about the challenges facing your compound. Don't tell me about the trouble staring you in the face. Their number does not matter. How many they are does not matter. Oh my God. How many they are does not matter. What is challenging you does not matter. Help me slap your neighbor, say it doesn't matter. I don't care what it is that your family is been going through. Their number doesn't matter. Their names does not matter. What matters is that you're coming out victorious. Can I hear an amen like thunder? Where they gather does not matter. When they gather does not matter. How they gather does not matter. What they gather for does not matter. Their intent and intention does not matter. Don't tell me what they are saying about me. Hear me, brother. What they say about me does not matter. Don't tell me the conclusion of men about me. Their conclusion does not matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we've lived the life of slavery for too long, considering who said what and who didn't say what. To hell with what you say. What matters is what God is saying. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody. What they say does not matter. What they do does not matter. Where they gather does not matter. Their impression does not matter. I didn't come here to impress anybody. I have done that for too long and the end mean nothing. I am here to impress the God of my salvation. If he confirms me, if he approves of me, anybody can go to hell. Go to another neighbor with every boldness in you. Say, I am not afraid. Let me tell you the difference between you and them. I rephrase it. Let me tell you the difference between us and them. The difference is this. We all are fighting battles. There are some in the battle who are still in the face of the battle because they don't have a choice. Every man, whether you like the battle or not, you will fight it. Oh, come on now. Every man, whether you go to church or not, you will fight battle. Did you hear what I said? Whether you go to church or not, you will fight battle. Whether you believe in God or not, you will fight battle. Whether you go to church A or you go to church B does not matter. You will fight battle. The difference between us and them is that some of them are in the battle that anything they see they take. But some of us are in the battle already knowing how the battle will end. The difference between them and us is that some of them are in the battle with fear. Some of them are in the battle scared. Some of them are in the battle because they don't have a choice. But people like us are in the battle knowing we can handle it. Many will receive healing. Difficult cases are receiving solutions. God is going to prove himself a God that he is. He will move in an unusual way. Receiving solution in this place today. In the name of Jesus Christ. Come on. I didn't hear that amen. Come on. I didn't hear that amen. It shall be your portion. It shall be your portion. Everybody be upstanding as we quickly run to the book of Judges. Judges chapter number 7. Judges chapter number 7. Help me turn to your neighbor. Say, the enemy has been disgraced. If you see what I see, you will shout it. Shame is covering the enemy right now. If you know what I saw before I said this, you will shout it because you don't know what the enemy planned. You don't know what he wanted for your family, but here you are. No matter how ungrateful we may be, can you say thank you, Lord? No matter how ungrateful you may be, can you just say thank you, Lord? Somebody one more time. Declare to your nearest neighbors. Say, neighbor, hear from me directly. I am not moved. Are you there? Are you there? Okay. Let us read verse 1. Gideon and all the people that were with him rose up early. They pitched beside the well of Zion. Yes? So that the host of the Midianites were at the other side, by the hill of Moreh, in the valley. Now listen. The Midianites had dealt with Israel for 7 years before the record of Judges chapter 7. For these 7 years they have dealt with them so badly, and 7 is a number of perfection. I came to tell somebody who is representing a clan, who is representing a family, who is representing a people, that the activities of the wicked over your family has come to an end. I came to announce to a destiny carrier. I came to announce to a child of destiny that the battles over your life and destiny has gotten to the point where it has to expire now. I came as a divine messenger. I came as an instrument of God to make known the will of the Father, that it has lasted enough. After today, you are not permitted to suffer that same thing. In verse 1, they ought to took their camps, ready for battle. The nation of Israel said, enough is enough. Let us fight these Midianites and see what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, verse 2 told us something. Now, before verse 2, in verse 1, we saw how they took their positions, ready and set for battle. Before the battle will start, the next thing I saw was verse 2. And in verse 2 was not man talking, it was God. And God said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands. They are not too many that they outnumber the Midianites, but they are too many for me to give victory to them. I began to wonder. I said, what does God mean by this? The Lord said, if I give them victory, they will claim that it is not me that gave them the victory, that it is their strength, and because they are many in number, that they were the ones who fought and gained the victory. So God said, no, they are too many. I will not give the Midianites to them. But these people, God was saying they were too many. How many were there? They were 32,000 soldiers. The people they were fighting against, how many were there? They were 135,000 soldiers. Now hear this. The Midianites were 135,000 soldiers. While the children of Israel were 32,000 soldiers, not even up to 50,000. But God said that the 32,000 soldiers are too many. But the word many, that God came and defined it. He said, though the Midianites outnumber them, because the Midianite soldiers were 135,000, while the children of Israel were 32,000 soldiers. But yet God said that these children of Israel are too many for me to deliver the Midianites into their hands. Lest they begin to claim that it was their power that gave it to them. God said, no, you will reduce them, because many of them in front of the battle are there with fear. I hear what God said to Gideon. God said to Gideon, go and announce to the soldiers of Israel, announce to them that among the 32,000 soldiers that we have here, anybody that is afraid can go home. The Bible said when that announcement was made, 22,000 went home. Out of the 32, 22,000 went home. When the announcement was made that anybody that is afraid should go home. Oh, come on. Please read so that you don't say I said. Start from that verse 2. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands. Let Israel begin to run themselves against me, saying, my own hands have saved me. Okay. Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him depart now from this mountain. They returned of the people. Immediately the announcement was made. 20 and 2,000 returned home. That is 22,000 of them said, excuse me, sir, we're on our way home. And they were left with 10,000. Now, when they were left with 10,000, 10,000 against 135,000. 135,000 soldiers. But hear the kind of God that I serve. He still turned around to Gideon and said, the 10,000 are still too many. Matatakata yalaba. The 10,000 are still too many. I am not a God that fights by number. He said the 10,000 remaining are still too much. But can I say this to you? God said, right now, it is no more in your hands. But carry the 10,000 you have. Carry them to the water. And I will show you those that will go with you. I will declare anybody I say, this one should go with you to battle, that one should go. Anyone I ask to return back should return back. And the Bible said that Gideon carried the 10,000 of them and went to the water. And God said, oh yeah, tell all of them to drink. Tell all of them to drink. And God said, oh Gideon, anybody who will go down on his knees to bend down to drink the water is not qualified to go. Anybody that will bend his knees to squat and drink water is not qualified to go. But those who will bend low and use their hand to fetch the water and drink the water, use their hands to fetch the water and drink, they are the ones qualified to enter the battle. Because when you go down on your knees, you have surrendered as a loser. Help me tell your neighbor, I will not give up even in the battle of life. That thing is coming on me. That power is coming on me. I feel the God that sent me. I feel the power that anointed me. I feel the God who asked me to get into the battle. I will not allow the wicked or to make me go down in the feed, or neither will I allow the wicked or to make me to bend my head lower. I feel that God arrived in this house or help me tell the wicked the fight is more than he can handle. But there's a God that sent me. There's a king that I know. There's a God that I stand for. Hey! Hear this. He said 10,000 soldiers are still too much. They are still too many. I will reduce them more. I will now choose those who will get into the battle. The Bible said 10,000. Mark these words. 10,000 we are taking there, so that God will choose those that will remain and those that will go back. And they were asked to drink. As they were drinking, Gideon was watching. If you bend down with your knees on the ground to drink, Gideon will say home. If you bend down, Gideon will say home. Home and home and home and home and home. Gideon counted and counted 1,000 going home, 2,000 going home, 3,000 going home, 4,000 going home, 5,000 going home, 6,000 going home, 7,000 going home, 8,000 going home, 9,000 going home. God, what are you doing? But him alone can be God. He said to Gideon, continue to count. 9,100 going home, 9,200, 9,300, 9,400, 9,500, 9,600 going home. God, what are you doing? 9,700 going home. Gideon said, excuse me, God, what is going on? And hear me, only 300 were those who drank the water with their hand. And God said, Gideon, this 300, I'm going to go into battle with the 300, and we shall fight 135,000 soldiers with 300. Everybody stand on your feet. Excuse me. Excuse me. 300 is not 1% of 135. How do you do this mathematics? How do you? Some of you are looking at me one kind. Oga, please, everybody be upstanding. Oh, yeah, read it. Read it from the Bible. Oh, verse 4, yeah. Read from verse 4. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. Bring them down onto the water, and I will be the one to choose. And it shall be that of whom I say unto you, this one shall go with you. Same shall go with you. And of whomsoever I say unto you, this one shall not go with you. The same shall not go with you. So he brought down the people unto the water. And the Lord said unto Gideon, anybody that lapped up the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth, him shall thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that bowed down upon his knees, and number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouths. How many men? Excuse me. How many men? Oh, yeah, read again. All the rest of the people bowed down upon their nails. And the Lord said unto Gideon, by the 300 men will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into their hands. And please tell the rest people, everyone go to your place. And the people, and their trumpets. The rest of Israel, he sent every man to his tent. Listen, there are people who are hanging around you now. They are not supposed to be there. They didn't come to make you win, they came to make you lose. You are counting their number, but some of them are distractions. If God had allowed them all, many of them would have caused pain than causing joy. You will pray one prayer. Say, Father, anybody that is not necessary in my camp, be it a man, be it a woman, get out of my life now. Turn that to prayer for yourself. Let that person get out. They are delaying your victory. There are many of them who are not necessary for where you are going. Many of them are not necessary for the plan of God over your life. Many of them are not important for what God has planned for you. They need to get out of your life and get out of your way so that you can manifest destiny. They need to step out so that your victory can step in. Most of them are destiny killers. Most of them are prayer killers. Let them get away from your life. Many of them are not necessary. Many of them are not important in your life. Not everybody that call you on the phone makes sense to you. Not everybody hanging around you is important for the program and project of God in your family. Those who are not important should live your life alone. In Jesus Christ's name we have prayed. Those who are not important for the plan of God over your life, no matter how many they are, they should get out of your way. Somebody prophesy, say, get out of my way if you are not important to my destiny. Some of them are the reason why you are still where you are. You didn't hear me. You are struggling every day. You are battling every day. You don't know you have the wrong person in your camp. Anybody in your life for whom God have decided not to give victory, let that person depart from your life. Let me reveal a mystery to you. Let me reveal a mystery to you. Sir, if the 32,000 remain and they insisted in going into the battle, God will not go to the battle with them. Because God does not share his glory with anybody. There are people hanging around you today. The reason God is not giving you victory is because if God gives you victory today, they will claim to be the owners of the victory. They will claim that you defeated because they are there. So God is not giving you the winning so that they will not claim the victory. So God is not answering you so that they will not claim they are the owners of the victory. There are people around you that should not be there. God said to Gideon, these people are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands. If I give it into their hands, they will insult me. There are many of us in this place who are today suffering because the wrong people are hanging around us. And because of the wrong people, God is delaying your miracle. God is delaying your prophecy. God is delaying your visitation. Today, somebody pray with a loud voice. Oh Lord, every wrong man around me, every wrong woman around me, Father, let them depart from me. Father, let them depart from me. Oh yeah, your prayer. Oh yeah, your prayer. Is it a brother? Is it a sister? Is it a relation? Every wrong person around me, Father, let them depart that the right person may come. Father, let them depart that the right thing may come. In Jesus' matchless name we have prayed. Somebody lift your voice and shout that amen 3 times. Hear this. Among the 32,000, 22,000 of them are bad virus. Let me tell you what they would have done. They would have corrupted the camp. How would they corrupt the camp? 22,000 of them were in the battle, but they were afraid. What would they have done? They will instill that fear into others. You don't need to be in a prophetic church and hang around an unbelieving believer. Hear what they will do to you. They will bring fear into your life. You don't need to be in a prophetic church and hang around people who are fault finders. They are like the 22,000. Let me say this to you. 32,000 soldiers are there, all trained soldiers, but 22,000 of them are fearful, living in fears. The number does not matter. In the whole of 32,000 soldiers, only 300 were qualified for the battle. But can I say this to you? The 22,000 would have corrupted the remaining 300. How would they corrupt them? There are people who, because they are in the majority, when they talk, they will tell you, look, how do you think we will win this battle? Are you not seeing? Look at the camp of the Midianites. Look. And when you look at the camp of the Midianites, they know how to interpret facts because they don't have truth. I didn't come to church to look at facts. I came to church to look at truth. Truth is not factual. Facts are not truths. They will show you facts. They will show you figures. They will show you things that eyes can see. But the God we worship is a God that cannot be seen. Carnal things do not work with God. But 22,000 out of 32,000 are carnal men who believe in what eyes can see. They were afraid because of what they can see. When they looked at the camp of the Midianites, they saw that the soldiers were too many. They saw 135,000 soldiers, and they looked at the camp of Israel and they saw 32,000 soldiers. In their sight, they were looking at the number of the soldiers. But I want to walk with a man who will not look at the number of the soldiers, who will look at the person of our God. I am not here looking at the number of people that I see, neither am I here looking at what I can do. I am not here depending on how much I have in my bank account, neither am I calculating what I can achieve as a man. Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of my faith. I may not see what's going on, but there's a king that I know. Hanging around carnal men and women is very dangerous. They know how to weaken your faith. And when they weaken your faith, you are gone. The Bible said 22,000 of them, they are dressed like you are dressed. They came like you came. They are in the camp like you are in the camp. They took their position like you took your position. But they didn't come for what you came for. Not everybody in this house came for what you came for. My friend, many of them are like the 22,000. But there is something about the God that we serve. He knows how to make the difference. He knows how to separate them. He knows how to clear the way. 22,000. Immediately God said to Gideon, announce, tell the people that anybody who is in this house that is afraid, or you make an excuse, you have a reason now to have an excuse. Many have excuses. If you leave them in the camp, they will not only give it to themselves, they will inflict others with it. Many have been affected by these 22,000. Many in this house today are still struggling. Not because God is not ready to give you victory, but because you ran into the hand of the 22,000. Many in this place today have lost the battle. Not because you were supposed to lose the battle, but because you ran into the hands of the 22,000. They know how to narrate facts. They know how to explain issues. But let me say this to you. The house of God is not a place to explain things. No matter how wise you are, you cannot explain the ways of God. Because his ways are not our ways. His thought is not our thought. He does not think like we do. No man can comprehend God. For spiritual things are mysteries to every carnal man. And hear me, the 22,000 are carnal men. Son, if you allow them describe your situation, they will give you facts that will appeal to your heart. And the truth of the matter is that facts are provable. But most of the things I preach, I cannot prove them. Why will I prove them? They are things of the spirit. They are things of the spirit. Don't ask me for a proof. I don't have a proof, but I have a God. Excuse me, dance. How can you explain a virgin birth to a carnal man? How can you explain to a carnal man that a girl who was a virgin suddenly became pregnant and gave birth to a baby? The same God is the God of today. How do you want me to explain? How do I explain it? How do I explain it? Don't ask me for an explanation. I may not have the explanation, but all I know is that somebody sent me. All I know is that somebody sent me. All I know is that somebody sent me. Come here, young man. Come here. The poison they kept for another person is what you matched. Your leg is too heavy. For how long now have you been feeling this? For 3 weeks now. You matched something. Though they didn't keep it for you, but they kept for another. You matched it. Come here. Watch me, watch me. Match me this place. Match there with that leg. Oh yeah, remove your leg. The curse upon your grandfather's head, that no male child from his loins will be outstanding to become a voice in it too. Today, I sit in the place of my office. I nullify it. I break it not for you only, but for generations and generations unborn. It is over. I settle it in this place. It shall not exist anymore. Settle, settle, settle. Sister, don't ask me for explanation. How do I explain that somebody just walked into church now with poison he has matched and not being able to move the leg? And God said to me, touch your leg here and let him place his leg. And he placed his leg and I saw power magnetic poison out of the leg. How do I explain it? Don't ask me for explanation. I am not working for a God that is factual. I'm working for a God that is spiritual. The works that I do are spiritual. They are not carnal. Don't ask me for explanation. Don't take me to your doctor to explain. The things I do are things that your doctor cannot understand. Oh, malabakadagada. Zatunte limbra ankataya labusa. What do you want me to explain? But can I say this to you? 22,000 of them in the camp. They are dangerous weapons in the hands of the devil. Some of them look tough on the outside. Some of them look thick on the outside. Some of them look like they are heading somewhere. But brother, they are not going anywhere. They are distractions in the camp. Some of them may speak in tongues more than you. But be careful. Some of them may quote the Bible more than you do, but be careful. Some of them carry longer weapons than you carry, but be careful. Some of them occupy important positions in the church, but be careful. They are among the 22,000. What they are looking for are places where people will cry, places where there will be sorrow and pains. Brother, be careful. Some of them may even be preaching. Some of them are leaders and heads of churches, but they are among the 22,000. What makes them the 22,000? Somebody say fear. The only thing is fear. Can I say this to you? You will not be afraid except there is a reason to be afraid. But hear me now. There is every reason to be afraid. Those who are not afraid are those who are not looking at the fear. Anytime you look at the reason for the fear, you will be afraid, because you are a human being. The difference between us and them is that we are not looking at the issues, we are looking at Jesus. There is nobody in this hall. If you take your mind back to the struggles you go through now, you will be crying here. Come on, somebody talk to me. No matter how good you may look here, if you take your mind back and you start thinking of the things that you're going through, the struggles that you're going through, your countenance will drop. I'm talking about everybody in this hall. But what is the victory? The victory is I remove my eyes from the issue. I look unto Jesus. Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of my faith. No matter how great you are, anytime you look at the trouble, fear will grip you. Fear will arrest you. Because the truth of the matter is that the battle is intimidating. It is fierce and fearful. Don't look at the trouble, look unto Jesus. I give you an instance. When Jesus said to them, I am the one. And Peter said, Master, if you are the one, bid me to come. And the master said, come. Peter was looking up to him. The Bible said he stepped out and began to walk on water. But a time came, he removed his eyes from Jesus and he looked at the water. When he looked at the water, he became afraid. What made him sink was not the water. It was fear that makes him that made him sink. Anytime you are afraid, you must sink. That is why Job said, what I fear most has come upon me. One of the most dangerous things that can happen to anybody is for you to hang around fearful people. They will inject fear into you. When they are in the family, the whole family is in trouble. Anytime they make suggestions, that will put everybody in fears. They know how to narrate issues. They know how to tell you what your grandfather suffered and tell you what your father suffered and tell you that is what you will suffer. They know how to hold everybody captive because fear is a captivator. They know how to make you afraid. But I like you to hang around people who will tell you, I can do all things through Christ that strengthened me. I want to hang around people who will tell me that nothing can stop me. I want to hang around people who will tell me that I am unstoppable. I want to hang around people who will tell me that the days of miracles are not over. I want to hang around people who will tell me that what the doctor told me does not matter. I want to hang around people who will tell me that I can still make it in life. I want to hang around people who will tell me that I am on top only. I don't want to hang around people who will show me facts. Can I say this to you? It is true that nobody made it in your family. But can I say this to you? It's a lie that nobody will make it. How many of you heard me? Did you hear me, sir? It is true that nobody made it, but it's a lie that nobody will make it. The reason they didn't make it was because they didn't find the right people. If you find the right person, brother, you can't hang around Talknado and talk of failure. Help me hit your neighbor, say, watch me. I'm getting out of here. I'm moving to the next level. Tell that neighbor, say, watch me. Tell your neighbor, say, watch me. I'm moving to the next level. I don't know if I'm touching somebody's heart here about now. I don't know if I'm pushing somebody to get to the next level. I don't know if I'm persuading you to know you can make it. That is why the people you hang around with determine how far you go in life. They determine the level of your vision. They determine the level of your psyche. They determine what you know and what you do not know. What makes you local is not because you are in the village. It is because you are around local people. What makes you poor is not because you are in Aba. What makes you poor is because you are hanging around poor people. Because poor mentality will produce poverty. And poverty will dry your pocket. Because it's in your mentality that you will be who you should be. Because I am who I am. By the renewing of my mind. And the more renewed my mind is, the more attractive my life becomes. And what you conceive is what you attract, and what you attract is what you become. It is determined by the people you have around you. Can I say this to you? If you hang around I don't care people, as a woman, if you hang around a friend who is dirty, watch yourself. Very soon you will become a dirty woman. Can I say this to you? If you always hang around people who look good, watch yourself. Unconsciously, you begin to look good. Am I saying the truth? Am I saying the truth? You don't need the 22,000 around you. They are destiny killers. How many of you know that if you hang around somebody long enough, you start talking like the person? Most times you start using their words. Most times you start using their language. They will be influencing you. But can I say this to you? Whatever you pregnant your life with is what you deliver. Don't hang around people who will tell you negative things. They never find anything good in another. They will make you have poor mentality. They are not doing you good, they are killing you. Don't hang around people who are myopic. They will make you small. They will cocoon you. They will put you in a tight corner. Don't move around people who have small vision. They will make your vision small. Don't hang around people who are moved by little things. Move around people who hardly will anything move them. Move around people with a large dream. Move around people with a large heart. Don't hang around people who are too small in their mentality. You will be too small in your mentality. Can I say this to you? Can I say this to you? Make up your mind. Make up your mind. I will not keep a friend that is one among the 22,000. No matter how the person pretend, no matter what the person claim, if you are among the 22,000, you are among the 22,000. When they hear you want to go to the embassy, the first thing they will say, hey, they don't give anybody visa again. No? So you are going to the embassy with the heart of they don't give anybody. So they won't give you. But to walk into the embassy, saying to yourself, if there is anybody to be given a visa, it has to be me. Am I talking to you now? Move around people who will not show you. Hey, you are looking for visa. Ooh. Do you know Antingo? She went 1 week ago. They didn't give her. Do you know John? All these are facts. Tell your neighbor, I don't need it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me that rubbish, brother. Tell me about those who got it. Tell me somebody that went out there and succeeded. Don't tell me about those who failed. I am not a failure. I don't belong to that class. If you hear me, say here. You tell your friend, my son is about to graduate. The next thing you hear, hey, Nigeria, no job. Graduating is not a problem. It's getting a job that is a problem. Stand up and walk away. Until you have the courage to do all of those. Quickly stand up and say, you know what? I don't belong to this level. Walk out of that place. Say, my son will look for job. Jobs will look for my son. My son will not look for employment. My son will be a giver of employment. And it's a mentality. If you put it in your children, they will grow with boldness. They can look anybody in the face and tell the person anything. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear what I said. The 22,000 are fighting their battles. The 300 are fighting the battle of God. Can I talk for one more minute? To the 22,000, this is we fighting. But to the 300, this is the Lord fighting. I am only an instrument. It is not my battle. I am only an instrument. It is not my fight. When the enemy came and said they will kill you, why didn't you remind the enemy that your life is not your own? It's not about me, it's about him. Now hear this. The 22,000 know there is a fight. The 300 know there is a fight. But the difference is that the 22,000 know that there is a fight they will fight. But the 300 know that there is a fight God will fight. Help me ask your neighbor, are you among the 22,000? Or say so, huh? Mama is a beneficiary. She brought her passport and said, I'm going to American embassy. I said, go and collect it. She went to collect it. And they didn't ask you questions. Because while you were at the embassy and you told me you were going to the embassy, while you were there, I was watching. No question. I'm not among the 22,000. The only thing you can say is that I didn't talk. Shall I remind you that you are not a winner because you know how to fight? You are a winner because you are only taking delivery. God didn't say they will defeat the Midianites. God said, I will give the Midianites into their hands. So your own is to take delivery. As I get up in the morning to go to anywhere, I'm going with the heart and the faith of being a winner. I hold your hand today. I curse that which came to kill you. I speak into your life. That which destroyed the vital part of your womb. Saying you will not conceive, you will not have a child. That even if you marry, you can't have children. As I hit your womb, I put it back together. Go, go. Have you been here before? You have been here before. Come here. Look this way. She's your daughter. Stand up. Look this way. The cause that scattered destinies. The cause there are some things I want to say I don't want to say anymore. The cause that decided to destabilize you. Destabilize those who came before you. Look this way. Look this way. Today, I sit in the place of my office as the carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. I separate you from it. I separate you from it. I separate you from it. Go. Do you have a son in Cambodia? Your first son. His name is Paul. Can you kneel down? Will your legs pain you? The same people who want to set him up will give him money to return for Xmas. Stand up.